and I'll read the story for you in just a bit. Now, later on, I will open the phone lines. The first two people to call will actually win some goodies, kind courtesy of AD Homemade Cookies and a pizza place I shall yet name. So let's start with the story first, and the story goes as follows. It's a bit weird. I saw it, I was like, what's intonation? I don't know whether it's millennials and Gen Zs. We are not all right all the time, but hey, let me just read the story so you understand where I'm coming from. So this one says, basically, back in 2016, I matched with a cute guy and we had a fling for a few months, although I had to break it off as I was not into him as much as he was into me. Now, he told me he just didn't want to break my heart, and that's why he never confessed his feelings while we were just flirting in the beginning. Cap. So after a fling, I realized he is just a great person, and he realized I am also a good person. We are both not good people, but okay. So we remained and still are great friends. We've been there for one another, being each other's confidants for years. Now, my mom was always asking me why I do not marry this guy. Why don't you like him, and why don't you date him, and why don't you marry him? She was always asking. And I told her I just never saw him that way, and you have to have some good chemistry in bed, in kissing, which we didn't have. So fast forward, and we were at a recent concert, and I'm there, and out of the corner of my eye, I see Alex and my mom making out. I called out to them and they both looked shocked and embarrassed, but I made them aware that I hold no ill will or awkward feelings about it. I just thought it was funny because it's not something you think you ever see. My mom is in her 40s, Alex is in his 30s, and I'm in my 20s. And of course, that brings us to our conversation that is brought to you by High School Click and Pop City. I'm still in shock reading that. I've read it already, but reading it again, I'm like, what? Why? But yeah, the topic is situationships versus real relationships. Are we just talking or building something? Now, a situationship is a romantic or sexual connection that feels like a relationship but lacks clear labels, commitment, or direction, while real relationships is a mutually agreed and emotionally committed partnership with defined expectations and intentions. So in today's world of ghosting, I look at somebody on my right, of vibing, I'm looking at somebody on my right, he's giving me a looking, but he knows I'm talking to him. More people are stuck in the gray area between talking and commitment, but without clear direction. Are we really connecting or are we just wasting time? So Gabby, Andy, Phil, King Kelly, and our next McIntyre, we're in the studio, guys. First things first, the story. My brain is trying to process your mom and your former relation, like sneaky link, I don't know what to call him, and it's the age dynamic, 40, 30, 20. I'm like, yo, you guys need some talking to. Let's judge them before we jump into the conversation. What do you think?
These are periods where I miss Stacy.
Yeah, Stacy would actually. He also misses Stacy, but on another matter. I mean, let's.
But this story is crazy, yo, crazy story. And 40, 30, 20. I'm not shocked that the guy was actually having a thing with the girl's mom, because I mean, looking at the age dynamics, it makes sense because 40, 30, but then the 22. Yo, I don't know. I actually don't know my justification for this one. Yeah, honestly.
I'm like, all three of you need a talking to. All three of you are not. Yeah, you are not good people. All right? It's the part where she was like, they realize they are good people to each other. Yeah. I'm like, no, you are not. You're not good people. And Mr. Unknown sent a text. He was like, oh, hell no. This is very unacceptable. How can you have something sexual with both mother and daughter? I'm too Ghanaian for this nonsense.
For real, though. For real.
Gabby, what do you think?
if I ever meet Alex,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna give him a hug.
Wow.
Shake his hand.
Wow.
Because if you can't bag the daughter, bag the mom. And if possible, add the daughter. He
Of
did a
both.
good job. Yeah.
Because he's now friends with the daughter.
Friends.
Like, friends with the daughter.
You believe in friends?
I don't know.
After they had a fling.
Yeah, that's
They-
what
they
she
are still
says.
friends.
Mm.
Does
That's
that
what she
happen?
says. I feel like she friend zoned him because she didn't feel the vibe after it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he got the mama. It's like he went for the original.
You couldn't get the copy, so go for the original.
I know,
Wow. That's
I
hard.
want to
That's
shake
hard.
his hand.
Yeah, you want to shake his
I want
hand.
to shake his
You don't want to ask him. You don't want to give him a hug for like. It's like second best.
No, shake his hands and
No, no.
ask him for tips. How
No.
did he get the mom?
It's like second best. You wanted the daughter. The daughter didn't give you eye. In fact, the daughter still won't give you eye, which means that there's zero chemistry. Zero, nada, nine, none.
Fling.
Yeah.
So there was chemistry.
And she said when her mom asked her, so I'm realizing the mom was actually asking to see if it is okay.
You
so that,
see, you see the dots.
Exactly.
They connect.
And then she was like, there's no chemistry in sex, in bedroom, in kissing, nothing.
So you think you should have told the mom that?
No, what I'm saying is that I feel like he failed, so he made up for it with second best.
No, he didn't fail.
He kind of failed.
Me.
I'm
sure
he,
I am
he
sure.
smashed.
I'm sure
fine.
he hit. Yeah,
he
of course
hit. Yes, he did.
hit
He
the
hit.
daughter
He
and hit the
smashed.
mom.
Yeah. But then at the end of the day, the
That's
person
crazy.
he wanted was like, nah.
How do you know he
sampled.
wanted the daughter?
No.
Maybe it was a mom or
No. He
didn't
said
decide to pass
he said
the
he
daughter.
he said he didn't want to, and me I feel like he was trying to be gaga about it. He said he didn't want to confess his feelings and break her heart. But from what I'm seeing, she didn't really give an F.
From what I'm seeing, Alex is a goat.
He's not a
He
goat.
was going for the mom.
Alex
from
is
the
not a
beginning.
goat. I feel like Alex failed.
He didn't fail.
Then he gave an excuse, was like, "Oh, like I didn't want to break your heart." But the person you're telling, I didn't want to break your heart, it's like,
it was a mom from the beginning.
He said, "I'm family ho," and then it's like, okay, and then he goes to the mom. I feel like he failed, and then he stayed friends. Will you stay friends?
Of course. Only God knows what can happen. Anything can happen.
You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like anything, but in her, she's made her mind that nothing's gonna happen
Even if it
again.
take 3 years, something can happen. Even if you get married, unless you die. If
Wow.
so far as you're not dead, there's
You're
still
in it for the long run, not for the short term. Wow,
and it's what
wow,
happens in the end.
wow.
So it's the end that matters.
Wow.
Yeah. So if it takes 3 years, if you like get marry 5 people, if it will happen, it will happen.
Wow.
And while I'm waiting for you, I'll use your mom to wait.
Wow.
That's what Alex did.
Wow.
That's what Alex did.
He's in there for the long game.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
But me, I still think that he kind of fumbled with the daughter, and then he hit it with the mom. He fumbled. Like let's call a spade a
A
spade.
win is a win.
A win is a win.
He won.
Is a win, but he didn't win.
He win.
No.
he
Bro,
won.
bro. Like I'm cutting. Like I'm just like. First off, a friend of mine once said, a win is a win. Fine, you smashed the first time, but if you couldn't get it the second time, that means that you messed up somewhere. That's why you couldn't get it the second time. So the first one, like, you shouldn't celebrate it as a big win. If you could get it the first one and the second one, and then she said, my mind no day, then it's like, oh, fine. But if after the first one you didn't get again, and then she friend zoned you, then you fumbled a bit.
But Reg, what if he wanted just the first one?
But he says that he wanted. Me, I'm looking at it like when he says he didn't want to break her heart, he was trying to give an excuse, thinking that she might be offended,
Okay.
and she wasn't bothered.
You didn't want her to feel bad.
But she didn't even feel bad. That's why I'm saying I feel
She's
bad
the one
for
telling you
him.
the story. How do you know she's not being biased?
She's the one telling the story exactly,
If I
and
was
she
telling
says
the
she's
story,
not
I'll
bothered.
bias it.
No, and she says she's met them and she's not bothered. So like they were both feeling awkward, but she was like she has no ill
By this
will.
time, she was crying while typing the story.
Wow.
You have no way of telling.
Okay. Let me come to Phil and Andy real quick. Or this one you don't want to touch it.
I just feel like it's giving if you break my heart, I go date your father. But
Exactly. So Mr. Unknown added to the mother, shame on her for encouraging and initiating whatever nonsense they did. She was doing the
It
enquiries.
wasn't her fault.
okay.
Alex was just good.
Me, I'm saying that, oh yeah, I understand Alex has played both sides. He's done mom and daughter.
Alex got game.
But Alex should understand, Alex should still acknowledge that he fumbled the daughter.
He didn't fumble.
He fumbled the
He didn't
daughter.
fumble
I
the
say he fumbled the daughter. Guys, you can choose. Do you think he fumbled the daughter before he went to the mom, or he's played both sides well?
I think he used the daughter to get to the mom. So he hits the daughter and then went for
Decoy.
the mom.
But let's jump straight into the topic, all right? We read and we judge, brought to you by ABSA. ABSA, your story matters. I mean, let me just remind you that we all want a little more security when life gets unpredictable, a little more protection for our loved ones, because let's be honest, more is always better. And let me put you on the ABSA Assure account, right? The ABSA Assure account is not just a banking product, it's a chance to have more than you expect. Now, the ABSA Assure account gives you domestic and commercial accident insurance cover, hospitalization benefits, permanent disability benefits, death cover, and a bundle of essential banking services, all for a single fee. All right, no multiple payments, just one fee for everything. Now, if you want more, and I know you do, because we always do, more is always better. If indeed you want more, simply sign up with the ABSA today. ABSA, your story matters. Now, we are still continuing, because that's where we are going to continue the topic. All right, situationships versus real relationships. Are we just talking or building something? Because Alex, I say he fumbled, you say he played well. He's done situationship with daughter, he's doing relationship with mom.
Oh, he's probably just hitting mom.
Let's see how it goes. I'm hoping she should give an update. So I defined a situationship, which is a romantic or sexual connection that feels like a relationship but lacks clear labels, commitment, or direction. And a real relationship is a mutually agreed and emotionally committed partnership with defined expectations and intentions, right? Now, let me ask, why I think you will be the perfect person to answer. Why are situationships so common right now? What is it that's making
What makes me the perfect person?
it? Because you are.
Why?
You and Alex are.
Why?
Technically,
Because I
I'm not.
supported Alex.
Yeah.
Ah.
Technically, me, I am a good innocent young man.
Yeah.
What is funny?
It is how people die young when they lie.
What do you mean? I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I'm a decent young man. Very nice, clean cut, innocent.
Well, if you are decent, then I'm an angel.
Wow. If you're an angel, then, well, I am God himself.
Who comes before God?
I don't know.
I'm like
Infinity.
Jesus, yeah. Son of
Oh,
God.
it's still the same thing. But you tell me, why are they so popular right now?
It's easier.
It's easy.
I mean, I won't know. Not based from experience or anything. I just assume it's easy.
I'm sorry, I choked on my words. What? What did you say? Hold on, let me increase the volume. Okay, Mini, you what? You say, you wouldn't know.
I won't know. I mean, how will I know?
How will you know, dear? How will you know?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Have you seen how innocent I am?
Wait, he and I, who looks innocent?
Of course, you don't look innocent at all.
Yeah.
He's seen that because of brain.
Even with the hair,
Oh, right there.
even with the hair, I look more innocent. Like sometimes it looks like the hair doesn't even fit me. So, like, yeah, you and I know.
If I hadn't braided my hair, he wouldn't have said
Nah,
that about
bro,
me.
your mannerism, your speech, everything, bro, experience.
You've let yourself out.
This
So
is interesting.
yes.
Oh no, he's just biased.
No, he's
Nah,
not
come
biased.
on.
He's not biased. He's not biased. So, but what about you, Kelly? Why do you think
Yeah, I mean, let's be real.
and you can also pitch in? Or this one, you don't want to touch it at all?
For the
Okay.
record, I think Kelly's in like 4 situationships.
Oh, are they?
Then 2 relationships.
Yeah, suck. Anyway, but if I'm being real, I've been in a situationship before, and per the definition, it's
Okay.
what it's telling me that I've been in one before. And I think the reason why situationships have become, the thing right now is because it's actually fun. When it's not labeled, when it's not mutually labeled, there's some fun in it, So yeah, it makes you kind of want more of a person
I
without
see.
actually finding out if the person wants more of you too as well.
So-
and I've been in one before, and it was kind of sucking. Yeah, I met this girl.
I feel
We had-
like the situationship, they are afraid of commitment.
Uh-huh.
That's
Yeah.
why.
That's
they-
the main thing.
they really want the situationship as compared to the relationship.
Yeah, because if anything, you can jackpot. But
Yeah.
you can
But
and
why-
then it doesn't come with a lot of responsibilities
You
too.
can't leave the relationship.
well, you
Now
can,
you
but then
can't.
you see,
Yeah,
it's
What makes it
it's official. So
Yeah.
So
The relationship
I'll
is
officially
something
leave
kind
you.
of
yeah, but that
bond.
No, it's harder. It's harder.
harder,
No,
yeah.
No.
How do you enter a relationship
Okay,
with
so how do you
somebody?
get out of a situationship?
Simple. I'm not
just
just go
go-
a relationship.
Yeah.
Exactly. So a relationship, so I'm no longer in a relationship.
Wow.
nah, the relationship, the girl will tata you.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
you
Because
damn
just
deep.
can't start
You
something
understand?
Because
until we are in the
if you ghost in a situationship,
I can end it.
no, but if you
Oh,
ghost
nah,
the
then that's
relationship,
mean.
if you ghost a situationship, nobody can come and be like, I was in this thing with this guy, and we all mutually agree
you
that
bought my
it was
ex.
just vibes and it was all vibes. So if
vibe.
the vibe died and you left,
And
I
the
can't say
relationship
anything.
was what?
A relationship is not all
It was
vibes.
also
It's
vibes.
not all
binding.
vibes, so-
It's binding.
Yeah.
It's binding.
A whole lot goes on in relationship that can't go on in a situationship. Yeah.
Like what?
I don't want to mention.
Accountability.
But
Yeah.
anyway, hold on. So as you were saying, like it comes with the perks of a relationship without the pressure. So no commitment.
Commitment.
But then we can shag. We can do the devil's tango with two barebacks and all that. What they call it. So yeah, Phil is kind of right. But would you also say that there's also the fear of vulnerability, because being I do not think you'd be comfortable, right? Bearing your all, being totally vulnerable to a girl. Would you
Oh,
be?
you should see me. I'm like,
Wait,
I'm like a baby.
so you are vulnerable.
Define vulnerable.
So you can admit everything.
I can
Maybe
tell you my full
if you're
name.
having a bad day.
I can go as far as telling my full name.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's your full name.
Yeah.
Aside that, you tell her if you're having a bad day. You tell her if there's trouble in the house. You tell her if you are grieving the
How
loss
does
of a
not
family
concern
member.
her?
Exactly.
It doesn't concern you.
But-
It's my
but-
problem.
Compared to
That's
a
how. That's what a relationship is.
Same as relationship.
No.
no.
Situationship is where it doesn't concern
doesn't
you.
concern you,
Relationship,
but
it does
relationship,
concern you.
Because
Because.
Because you're in a relationship is a bond.
It just
like,
is.
yeah, so we bond over something else. I don't know, like you can bond over here. You get me?
Yeah, that is a situationship.
No.
You don't add the perks of the vulnerability and the pressure of being committed. Like you said, you can bounce. In a relationship, you can't just bounce.
But you can what? How do you end a relationship?
This
You
boy,
bounce.
mind no
You don't just bounce.
Hey, Gavi.
You just don't want to accept it.
No.
It's basically the same thing.
As maybe you see situationship and relationship as one and
You
the
know,
same.
you know the
I
difference.
think you should read
What's the difference?
definition
The
again.
difference is that you people have just accepted. Okay, fine, relationship. We are dating. Yeah. So if I say let's date, we're in a relationship, right?
Mhm.
So if I don't say let's date, we are in a situationship.
Yeah. There's no label.
Spell it out.
At
It is
the
not
end,
explicit.
at the
There is
end-
no label.
At the end,
Yes.
all I have to say is let's date, and we are in a relationship.
Bro, it's not literal
That's
like let's
messed
date,
up.
let's date.
No.
That's
You don't
messed
just
up.
say let's date.
Let's date. And
So
then
do I
see
do-
which girl.
do I
See
do
why I'm saying that he's an expert at situationships.
You know.
I feel like you've been going with, and it's just vibes. You've been going with
You
vibes.
have all been in situationships. You just think you are dating.
Hey, my
come
G,
on.
you've been doing vibes, and then if vibe check dies, then
See
I
how
bounce.
long you've known me? Yeah? I've been here since. Have you seen me with a girl before?
There's evidence too. That's the thing. There's evidence.
Enough evidence.
There's a lot of evidence. In fact, it was happening right in front
in
of
front
me.
of you, yeah, man.
Oh. So let me even ask, right? Let me put it this way. Because situationships especially comes with talking stage. Sometimes the relationship, some of you, I'm looking at this boy, you jump, you do the talking stage, and then somehow you add.
What's the talking stage?
What is the talking stage? Are you asking me?
Yeah, what's that?
Me myself, I don't know.
So, what was that? What's it for?
Talking to the period where you guys get to, it's like you're getting to know if you guys will make a good,
Isn't that
good
dating?
pair.
I don't know. It's talking stage.
It's better placed in the situation.
Talking stage and courtship, are they the same?
No.
These people are just confused, bro.
You
Bro,
should bring us to light.
you are the one who is.
I'll bring you to
You
light.
are the one who has added situationships and relationships together.
And talking stage, if I add all of them, add all
You
of
should
them.
add all of
If we are
them.
not married, we're in a situationship. We are talking. Yeah, we are still talking. Even dating is basically talking.
And how long should the talking last?
There's nothing like talking. How long should the talking last?
Ah.
Okay, fine. Since I am, in my opinion, talking stage and dating is basically the same thing. Yeah, it should last for as long as it can. Yeah, until we get fed up of each other, or you get fed up of me, or somebody gets fed up of somebody. But yeah,
I see. So how long, you being the expert, right? I'm taking you as the expert. You mind? How long does it stop being talking stage and it's I'm lying. I know you want me to say I love you, but then I don't love you, but then I can say it easily because Charlie, it doesn't come from the heart. And anyway, if the vibe dies, I bounce. When does it stop being talking stage or even relationship and starts being I'm lying to you?
When the vibe dies. Because what's the point again if there's no vibe? There's no vibe, yeah? So what is the point? No, tell me the point now. Are you just going to start each other's faces? Oh. You can't shoot Charlie because it's a
Bruh. Bruh. I thought I was dead inside.
I'm not dead inside.
I thought I was dead
it's
inside.
Just facts, bro.
I thought I was dead
It's facts.
inside. Well, we are both dead inside. I mean, we are both got
Please be
kids,
speaking
but
for yourself.
no. I mean, you also dead inside because you are emotionally detached as I am.
I am not emotionally
With extra
detached.
steps.
I'm not emotional.
You are.
I'm
You are
just using
emotionally
my head.
detached. Yeah, that's what emotionally detached is.
My emotions are in my head.
Yes, exactly.
So I'm
That's
using
it.
my head.
That's
So I'm
it.
basically using
Your emotions are in your head, which means you are not using emotions. You are using basic instinct. You are using. Yeah.
Yeah, my emotions are my basic instinct.
Oh my God. So, would you then say that if you're in a situationship, since you say they are the same, when you're in a situationship, are you actually building towards something?
Yeah.
What are you building?
A situationship.
Yeah.
You're
What are you
building
building towards if you're in a situationship?
Situations.
Yeah, I built it towards breakup. I agree with him. Cause
In what way?
nah, chill. Like the longer you are together, the more you realize things about the person that you don't like, things that piss you off. And
Exactly, and that is
Yeah.
what a relationship is. Realizing
in
that
the
those
end-
things are there and being able to compromise and take them as, oh, you are not perfect, but I love you just the way you are. That's the whole point of the song.
by you what?
By what?
But you're not perfect by what?
But you love them just the way they are. That's the whole point of Bruno Mars' song.
Is Bruno Mars married?
No.
After singing that song, he's not married.
Well, he switched from the good boy to whatever.
Because he realizes it doesn't work for him. It doesn't work.
I know. I think it does. I think he's just
Are you married?
really. Are you putting me on the
It's a
spot like
simple- It's a
that?
simple question. Are you married?
I haven't decided to yet.
Why not?
I'm not ready.
Because none of the relationship has led to marriage yet. So it basically needs to break up.
Wow.
But
That's
then
not true.
they are still building towards
I'm
something.
still building towards something.
Break up.
No.
No, it's not breakup.
What?
So hold on, let's put 60 on the line. 60, how are you doing?
Hey, Reggie.
It's been a while.
Cool, bro.
It's been a while.
It's been a while, Charlie. Hope you're good, bro.
Yeah, so first things first, you happen to be our first caller, so you win something, all right? You win cookies from
Ooh,
A-Day
the
Homemade
cookies,
Cookies, and you win a pizza voucher as well.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I'll let you know when you can come for it, and if you are able to come tomorrow, that's cool. But aside that, you can also come during the week during Shouts on Why, if that's okay, 12 to 3 p.m. Nice. So what do you want to say?
Anyway, before I start, I just give shout outs to the fine gentlemen in the studio.
Oh yeah, we're live on X as well at Y1079. So if you haven't seen them, go check them out.
Yes, I went to them. I think I agree with the guy in the studio. Like, situationship, I don't even know where that word came from, but I think it's part of relationship, right? And you start from there, you grow in the relationship to get to know the person. And if you want to be with the person, it's enters into a relationship. I don't know where that word from, because I feel like, people want to go through the stress and all that, that's why they take it down. I don't think you meet a girl today and tell that you want to be in a relationship with her and she's going to agree with the relationship. You first have to tell that you want to be in a relationship with her first before she opens up. They're through it all.
I see. So it means that it's you've even put out an interesting point. It means that even if you wanted a situationship, you can't go out there and say I want a situationship. So you go lie small and say,
lie small before.
Yeah. So Gabby will go and lie small and be like, oh, but I love you, and then when he's not interested, then he bounce. Me, I don't do that too. I'm a good innocent young man. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. No, I would never do that. I would never do that.
Honestly, Reggie is a good guy and he needs, a good girl to deal with. But Reggie, it's going to be difficult. He's going to have to lie from the beginning.
Thank you, 60. Thank you, 60.
Challenge. Because the girls will get now, dear, so you have to sneak your way in first.
Hey, which girls? Please, me, I've not seen anything or seen anybody. Please, I beg. Thank you.
Definitely, you meet your kind. It's not going to be your kind, but it's going to be your other side. The one who is going to fill in those gaps that needs to be filled in your life.
Okay, all right.
Will definitely come. Then with that, we guys will.
All right.
We'll match up.
All right. All right, 60.
My pizza.
All right. So just let me know when you can come through, either tomorrow between 12 and 2 or from during the week. All right. Thanks, man. First off, Gabi, I am vindicated. And next, and
he hasn't met you.
He has met
Should
me.
I go and call Ruth?
Please.
Should I go and call Ruth?
Please,
Ruth
should
is
I
like-
call Stacy?
she's just here.
Should I call Stacy?
Who?
Should I call Stacy?
Sure.
In fact, you are talking to her right now, right? Give me the phone. You are talking to her right now. Let me see. Why have you closed the phone?
Because it's my phone.
I barb you. But anyway, let me just talk about something real quick before I answer any more calls. Now, this one is a simple one. I've asked the experts enough, but he's given his opinions. But let me ask the other boys here, all right? Now, are there any emotional consequences of situationships that you know of? I mean, this one is like, he is a heartless wrench like me.
STDs.
You and me are like Davy Jones at this point, so I'll not ask you, I'll ask him.
Yeah, there are lots. There are quite a number of them, and one of which I can mention out of experience is intrusive thoughts. Intrusive thoughts about the person. You find yourself, reminiscing some of the conversations you guys had, some previous day, and then you get to find out, like, you begin to question yourself about weird questions, like the tone that she spoke to you with, was it good enough? Was it the right one? Do you understand? Like, very, very silly thoughts, you understand? And
Actually, you were not dated.
No, it wasn't.
It
dating.
sounds like
You
it.
guys were
Kind of
dating.
sounds like
It wasn't at all.
Kind
you
of sounds
were in
like
love.
it. Because if I'm in a situationship, and I'm not saying I have been in one, I wouldn't really be bothered if you sound bored. I'm like, okay.
I mean, he was in love.
Yeah, tomorrow.
You
I'll
enjoyed
talk
the
to you
sex so
tomorrow.
much you fell in love.
Yeah, stop it.
Exactly.
It might have been good.
Nah,
Exactly.
Can you
Exactly.
like link me up with her?
Yeah, so we have another caller on the line right now. Hello.
Consider.
How are you doing? I'm also good. Can you reduce your radio for me? Can you reduce the sound of your radio? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you also hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. What's your name and where are you calling from?
Yeah, my name is Adomadi from Medina.
Adomadi from Medina. All right. So second, you are second and final caller. Well, did I say second? You are first. You are second and final caller. So you win cookies from AD Homemade Cookies and a voucher for pizza. All right. So whenever you're free, you can pass through either tomorrow from 12 to 2 p.m. or during the week from 12 to 3. Cool?
I will definitely say that to show whatever I've learned here. But
All right.
I wanted to share my suggestion on what you guys
Okay. All right. If you can do it in like a minute.
Wait a minute. Right. Okay.
All right.
First of all, God created animals because human beings, right? And I think what you see. If you will come and see or so, that's okay. A fowl has a father, or probably being and all that. Okay, there's something like that too. Love is love. Okay, love is love. So maybe you saw him. He saw you. He's the one who approached you. Whatever it is, he's the one who, discuss whatever he says to you about that relationship. So, you're sublime, simply because you agreed on that. And love is love.
Okay.
So, it's simple. It's just simple. Love is love. We don't have any whatever cannot take love, free quick love, free pass love, or whatever love. She agrees to you simply because of what you see there on the very same day. Okay? So if she agrees to that, to give you a chance. Perform your play your part well, perform well, and if she agrees, she accepts you.
All right.
If she doesn't accept you, you're out.
All right.
You are not the only Kofi or Abuna coming to her line.
All right. So I gave a minute, but I think you've actually gone past the minute. So I think, as you said, love is love, and it doesn't matter. We shouldn't call it situationship, relationship, but love is love. Yes. All right. So thanks for calling, and also we'll reach out to you to give you your cookies and your voucher. All right. All right. Take care. But anyway, we're about to run out of time. Is there anything you guys want to add? Because at the end of the day, I think the final thing I need to ask is that, let me just quickly go through this. It makes it worse when it's on campus, because senior high, university, that's where we decide that, we date everybody. We date, I don't want to say everything, but we go out of our way to do whatever.
So that's what people are doing. That's what people are doing.
I'm talking to you.
You're out of campus.
So, but at the end of the day, if you don't know what you're even building, how will you know when you've built it? Because with him, he has decided situationship and relationships are the same thing. So there's no clarity, in fact. But my last thing before I go on is that at the end of the day, as our man said, love is love. You define it, whether you define it or not. At the end of the day, you've shared feelings and emotions,
Yes.
maybe attraction
And
with each other.
sometimes, like our man, the sex can be so good you fall in love.
But then, when does it become too much? Like at the end of the day, if you are in situationships, would you be able to fall in love? Would you be able to decide that this is the person I want to marry? Like let's just give 30-second responses before so that we can move on.
Come and give me the question.
I don't even, really? How do you then decide after doing a situationship if you can fall in love? And has it messed up relationships in general? Let me just put it that way.
So,
Has it messed up relationships?
in my opinion,
Yeah, I think so.
And has it spoiled how you feel about relationships?
In my opinion, sometimes the memories can be so good. Yeah. Why are you laughing? The memories can be so good that you just decide, this is who I want to spend my life with.
Mm-hmm.
Or I want to be with this person. Sometimes so it gets so messed up, like, God, did the devil send you? But yeah, you can fall in love. He's like living proof.
I'm crying. You know why? Because you gave the vibe of somebody that your heart was broken, so you turn into the bad boy and you're waxing philosophical.
What?
Your mic is off. I'm crying for you. Let me cry for you. Don't fight it. Anything you guys want to add?
Well, what I want to say is that we take things, for granted. For example, the Gen Zs, we do not value. Yeah, I didn't say it. Honestly, we take everything for granted, and if you have someone with you, just make good time, quality time, and all that. But regarding the fact that when do you get to know that it's okay, right, with the situationship?
Like, how do you know that you can still have a normal relationship after a situationship? How do you even know that you're in a relationship? Looking at you, when the other person could even be taking it as a situationship. Like,
God.
Uncertainty.
You pray to God. God will tell you.
I feel like when you're in a situation, and then I don't know if I'm aligning with what you are saying, but sometimes things can get to be monotonous, right? It becomes one way. You don't even know what you are talking about. We are just, good morning, how are you doing? Have you eaten? And all those things. It becomes too much. Let's just cut it off because I don't know where we are going to.
Okay.
Let's pick ambition. Let's pick vision.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Kelly?
Right. So for me, I think that the situationship has, the potential of messing up the relationship, like in future. Yes.
Or your ability to have a
Have a
relationship.
relationship actually, because my undergraduate thesis I worked on effects of relationships.
Ooh, that's
One
nice.
girl told me about how a situationship has messed her up. She's not going to marry in future. Yes. And so from her perspective, I think it has a potential to, but for me I don't think it has actually affected my worldview about relationships. Yeah, I don't think so.
I see. Me, at the end of the day, I feel like we're all heads boys just doing Takashi and vibes. Your mic is off. But anyway, we had to pull the rug under the conversation real quick. We've actually exceeded time, 3 minutes past. Now, this has been the White Campus Express. We'll try and extend the conversation into next week if we can. Situationships versus relationships. Are we just talking or we are building something? And of course, we read and we judge. Brought to you by Absolutely Your Story Matters. Now, this has been a fun show. Gabby in the studio alongside Andy, Phil, King Kelly, and El Nexo Matt Kintaya in production and on the music. My name, of course, Mr. Reggie Reg, the ace on the mic, the ace on the airwaves. You catch me tomorrow for the White Top 20 Countdown from 12 to 2 p.m. And for now, I'm leaving you in the capable hands of the music and, of course, Money Have. Learn about money, learn to use money, and we move from there. Until then, make sure you have an awesome rest of the day and keep your dial locked here on the Big Y 1079 FM. And for everyone who is watching us live on X, thank you for watching. And we hope we entertained you because today, we showed you that some of us, Gabby, we are not. Take care. Up next is The World in 2 minutes from the BBC.
Hamas has confirmed that a new round of ceasefire talks with Israel has begun as the IDF continues a new offensive aimed, it says, at taking control of parts of Gaza. A senior Hamas official